Green day on Wednesday for NIO Incorporated, updated on January 13, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since December 30, 2020 gained 28.46%. The NIO Incorporated stock price gained 0.18% on the last trading day, Wednesday, 13 January 2021, rising from $62.04 to $62.15. During the day the stock fluctuated 4.88% from a day low at $61.41 to a day high of $64.41. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 34.7% over the past 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day by -69 million shares and in total, 113 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $7.05 billion. You should take into consideration that falling volume on higher prices causes divergence and may be an early warning about possible changes over the next couple of days. The stock lies in the upper part of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term, and this may normally pose a very good selling opportunity for the short-term trader as reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be expected. A breakup at the top trend line at $63.57 will firstly indicate a stronger rate of rising. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 73.73% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between $84.86 and $110.44 at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast. The NIO Incorporated stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at $57.68 and $49.36. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Volume fell during the last trading day despite gaining prices. This causes a divergence between volume and price and it may be an early warning. The stock should be watched closely. Some negative signals were issued as well, and these may have some influence on the near short-term development. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Monday, January 11, 2021, and so far it has fallen -0.88%. Further fall is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been found. Support, risk and stop loss. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $55.38 and $48.30. There is natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the stock then may fall to the next support level. In this case, NIO Incorporated finds support just below today's level at $55.38. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $48.30 and $47.98. This stock may move very much during a day, volatility, and with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. This stock is considered to be very high risk. During the last day, the stock moved $3 between high and low, or 4.88%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 5.84%. Our recommended stop loss, $60.09, -3.32%. This stock has very high daily movements and this gives very high risk. There is a sell signal from a pivot top found 2 days ago. Is NIO Incorporated stock a buy? Several short-term signals, along with a general good trend, are positive and we conclude that the current level may hold a buying opportunity as there is a fair chance for NIO Incorporated stock to perform well in the short term. Current score, 3.202. Predicted opening price for NIO Incorporated of Thursday, January 14, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 14, 2021. Current price $62.66. NIO Incorporated, China, is a holding company, which engages in the design, manufacture, and sale of electric vehicles, driving innovations in next-generation technologies and connectivity, autonomous driving and artificial intelligence. Its products include EP9 supercar and ES8 7-seater SUV. NIO is overvalued compared to its price of $60.99 per share, has about average safety, and is currently rated a buy. Recommendation, REC buy. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the vector vest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value. Current price, $60.99. Current value, $5.22. NIO has a current value of $5.22 per share, compared to a price of $60.99 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV. Very poor. RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. NIO has an RV of 0.39, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/RS. Fair. RS is an indicator of risk. NIO has an RS of 0.91, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT excellent. RT analyzes a stock's price trend. NIO has a relative timing of 1.86, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST. Very good. VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. NIO has a VST rating of 1.29, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, $48.28. Stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. NIO has a stop of $48.28 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. C. Comfort Index excellent. C is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. NIO has a C of 1.82, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. C is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. NIO has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 17.00%, which VectorVest considers to be very good. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. NIO has a forecasted EPS of -7 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price-to-earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. NIO has a PE of -871.21. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 63.35. A, earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. NIO has an A of -0.11%. This is below the current average of 1.58% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio. NIO has a GPE rating of -0.02. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. Dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in division. NIO does not pay a dividend. DI, dividend yield. DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. NIO does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div/price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. NIO does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. NIO does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG Vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DI, DS and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. NIO does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety, and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. VGVAL. VGVAL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. NIO has an VGVAL of 197,188,068 shares traded per day. Percent volume. Percent volume reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the VGVAL. Percent volume equals volume, VGVAL. VGVAL, 100. NIO had a percent volume of minus 52.46% on Thursday, January 14, 2021. Percent PRC. NIO price changed minus 1.87% from the prior day's closing price. Sales. NIO has annual sales of $1,779 million. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. NIO has a sales growth of 150.00% per year. This is excellent. Sales per share, SPS. NIO has annual sales of $1.38 per share. Price to sales ratio, PS. NIO has a PS of 44.28. Shares. NIO has 1,292,000,000 shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization. NIO has a market capitalization of $78,811,000,000. Business sector. NIO has been assigned to the auto and truck business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group. NIO has been assigned to the auto and truck, manufacturing, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.